Hi, welcome. This video is all about learning to pitch. And being able to create a great pitch is your path to freelance writing freedom. So, what exactly is pitching? Well, it's where you approach publications with an idea for content that you can create for them. Many online and print publications welcome submissions from writers, and plenty are willing to pay for quality articles. Now, having them agree to publish your work can give you a huge rise in earnings as a freelance writer. Creating a good pitch is an amazing sales tool. So if you have been writing for content mills or getting one-off gigs through freelance job boards and marketplaces such as Fiverr or freelancer.com, then getting a handle on pitching can transform your earnings. Learning how to pitch can transform your freelance writing business. And any high-earning freelance writer will tell you the same. It is effective pitching that helps you develop a successful writing career. In this video, we're going to look at 5 essential points to remember when creating the perfect pitch. Pitch tip 1. Do your research. Any publication that you want to write for, you need to understand it really well. You should choose publications based on what you actually want to write about. For example, it's no good writing for a finance website if you can't write comfortably on the subject. So once you understand your own writing niche, then you can look for publications that fit. So get to know the publication you are pitching to really well, so you can create articles that their audience is going to love reading. And so to come up with ideas, you can spend time reading existing articles that are already on the website and take notice of what the audience comments on the most and what the challenges or problems they are that they outline in those comments. And that will allow you to create some content ideas that really speak to their needs. And this is what editors are crying out for. They want well-researched articles that really address their audience. Find the name and the email address of the best person to send your pitch to. So rather than just using the generic contact page or generic email address, do a little bit of digging and see if you can actually find the name of the relevant person. And this helps to get your pitch email directly to the person who's making the decisions, rather than it just sitting in an inbox of general correspondence. Social media can be a really useful tool for contacting specific people. So if your publication has a Twitter or Facebook page, then doing a little research on there can often bring up some names and email addresses of people to contact. Now, sometimes websites will have a link at the bottom which might say submissions, and in that case, you're best to follow the specific instructions. Pitch tip 2, stand out. Imagine how many pitches editors receive each day. So what would make them click on your email to read? Well, you need to stand out in that list of messages in a cluttered inbox. So how do we do that? Using a catchy and interesting subject line is essential. You need it to grab the editor's attention. I've got 2 examples of subject lines here. Here's the first one. Pitch, article about beetroot and health. You might think this does the job. It describes what the writer wants to cover in their article. However, this one, pitch, how you can use beetroot to improve athletic performance and boost your mood. Now, I don't know about you, but I would be much more interested in the second one. It offers more detail and it's intriguing. So what exactly is it about beetroot that can do this? You also need to follow with a first sentence in your email that makes the editor want to read more. So the first sentence is your hook. So here's an example. Thanks to the wonders of beetroot, retired man of 72 is taking on his first marathon. Now, I don't know about you, but I would love to know more about this. And this sentence actually uses a human interest to make it even more intriguing. You wouldn't think of a 72-year-old being fit enough to run a marathon, but due to the nutritional content of beetroot, it's boosted his athletic performance and has made him motivated to take on this challenge. So if this was a pitch to a health and fitness publication, then it's likely to get the attention of the editor. Pitch tip 3. Get to the point. Editors are busy people and they don't want to spend a lot of time reading through your proposal. So keep it brief and to the point, 2 to 3 paragraphs maximum. They don't want to wade through reams of writing in your email. Include the following information. Possible headline. This helps the editor visualize the angle you're taking and how it might appeal to readers. The view you are conveying. This is your opinion on the topic that you're writing about. For example, if you're proposing an article such as the pros and cons of organic food, then make sure you include your own view of the subject, whether you think organic food is healthier or if it's just a myth. Why the article would be of value to their audience. So what is it that the audience is going to gain from reading the article? The format, will it be an essay, a listicle, or a tutorial, etc.? Links to your previous work or to your website. Now, being able to show previous work, whether it's writing that's already been published or if it's a portfolio that you've put together and showing on your website, it allows the editor to get a feel for your writing style. Contact details. Now, you want to make it as easy as possible for the editor to reply to you. So while yes, they can just press reply on the email, if you also include your telephone number or your social media name at the bottom of your email, it gives the editor several ways of contacting you. Call to action. Now, you might be familiar with this from writing articles or blog posts where you put a clear call to action at the bottom of the page, such as subscribe to our email list or call our team today. But you can also use a call to action at the bottom of an email to an editor. For example, you could put, please call me on your phone number to discuss things more. Something like, I'm available to start, so please reply to discuss things further. Pitch tip 4. Edit and proofread. When emailing a pitch, you want to make a good impression, and you only get one chance to do so. So you're a professional writer. Don't send an email pitch without editing and proofreading it first. Now, we've all done it. We've all had that feeling of, oh no, when we've sent an important email, only to read it back and realise that there are spelling mistakes or a wrong word used. But the problem is that grammatical mistakes and spelling errors show editors what to expect from the rest of your work. And while that might be true, you might always excellently proofread your actual articles. Having grammatical mistakes and errors in an email just puts editors off from the start. So read through your sentences for clarity. Make sure there's nothing that sounds confusing or jumbled. Make the tone punchier and more upbeat where it seems to be getting dull. So if you're reading back through your email and you find a sentence or two that seems to ramble, then tidy it up with some better vocab and shorter sentences. And importantly, make sure you have spelled the editor's name correctly. It might only be a small thing, but it can really annoy some people. And also, if you're sending multiple pitches, make sure you haven't used the editor's name from your previous pitch. And a simple way to avoid doing this is make sure you don't send copy and paste pitches, but you tailor each pitch you send specifically to that publication. Pitch tip 5, send often. The most successful freelance writers pitch articles often, as the more you pitch, the more chances of success you'll get. And it's worth remembering that editors can take a long time to respond, so keeping up momentum is important if you want to get regular work. So if you have sent a pitch and you haven't had a response within a week, then it's fine to send a follow-up email just to gently remind them that your pitch is waiting consideration. Aim to send one pitch every day. Now this is a good rule of thumb, as with practice you'll get faster at pitching. You'll have a regular stream of responses. And to get you started, at Web Writers Rock I offer you a free list of 50 websites that pay you to write. So if you head on over to the website, webwritersrock.com, subscribe to the email list and you'll have a downloadable PDF of websites that pay you to write sent to your inbox in just a few seconds. I hope you found these pitching tips helpful. And why not visit Web Writers Rock blog for more freelancing advice and tips? And we also offer some great courses to help you grow your skills and your freelance writing business.